About 6 months ago, Five Nights at Freddy's was in a weird place. Security breach had damaged not only the lore, but also people's faith in the franchise as a whole. So in order to fix this, the DLC that was already being worked on for Security Breach was going to be free. It was basically an apology for the mistakes that happened during the dark times, during COVID. And it's a lot better. Personally, I don't think it's that much better, but it's definitely better for the franchise as a whole. So today, I'm going to tell you the story of our new hero Cassie and how the new villain of the FNAF universe has joined us. This is Ruin. Or, that time they tried to fix that one broken game with the DLC, rather than fixing it in the first place. Cassie was a sad kid. She had no friends, and her dad was always working. So to say her childhood was terrible would be an understatement. But there was one bright spot. On her birthday, her dad threw a party for her with Roxanne Wolf. Cassie loved her. She even got to do her makeup. And despite no one else showing up to her party, there was one person who was nice to her. There was this boy named Gregory. He was the only person that spoke to her, and she would do anything for him. Cassie's dad was a Faz technician, a cool title for a boring job. He would put on a bunny-shaped mask, run around and repair the robots and virtual reality systems of the Mega Pizzaplex. While Cassie was stuck waiting around, surrounded by other kids having fun, she felt alone. Many people believe her father was maintaining an old security system called Mixus. He was updating it and installing security nodes around the building. Whenever Cassie asked him what he was doing, he wouldn't tell her. He was keeping her safe. This place was dangerous. His favorite animatronic Bonnie was destroyed and disappeared. Things were getting more and more eerie, and there were rumors a kid was hacking into their systems. Not soon after, Cassie's dad went missing. A lot of people were going missing, but Cassie's dad was gone. Eventually, the pizza place collapsed in on itself. Everyone said it was an earthquake. Utah only gets earthquakes every 15 or 20 years, but it's not impossible. The truth was, the building was built over a sinkhole. The company didn't want anyone to know how much they screwed things up, or how horrible things were happening underground. Cassie got a message from Gregory. He was really good with computers, and he seemed to be in trouble. So she snuck out and headed to the Pizzaplex. The place was ruined, graffitied and filled with trash. The staff bots were completely immobile, and the damaged robots were on a rampage. It was not a safe place for a kid, but Cassie kept moving. She put on a Vanny mask and picked up a Faz wrench, just like her dad. She was going to fix not only this place, but the franchise as a whole. She found a walkie-talkie and she heard a familiar voice. It was Gregory. He was alive, but he was trapped underground. She needed to save him, so she explored the ruined Pizzaplex. She found what was left of Chica. She walked the dangerous catwalks of Monty Golf, and she deactivated every piece of security in her way. The deeper she got, the more the mask burrowed into her skull, the more help he ordered her around, and the more she could hear Gregory's whispers around her. As she put on the mask, it was being warped by her subconscious. Everything she found creepy was exaggerated. Even when the mask was off, the implant it shot into her eye was making her see things in her way. She would throw on the mask to get past non-existent objects, and the mask would get stronger. Helpy was taking over her mind. The deeper she went, the stronger it got. Helpy and Gregory argued over the radio, and together they shut down the creepy security system. Everything seemed great. Cassie began to see cardboard cutouts of her and Gregory, of the times he was there for her, of how much Roxy meant to her. And then it was time. Her dad planned it perfectly. Roxy had a new face, a face he handpicked, a security node that she would keep safe. Roxy recognized Cassie. Roxy only hated Gregory for stealing her eyes. She was innocent. She would never hurt anyone except for the person that literally ripped out her eyeballs. But the only way to free Gregory, the only way to deactivate the security nodes, was to shut her down. So Cassie did it. She shut down the last node, and she traveled into the depths of the pizza place. She found Mixus and shut it down. She sent a forklift through the cement, locking the basement away. And eventually, she found him. But it wasn't Gregory. It was the Mimic, an ancient steel skeleton from another time. A creature lost to the ages. A mindless, angry copycat that was desperate to escape. And now it was after her. As she ran away, the real Gregory got through to her. He told her how to navigate the caverns underground. She could have retreated deeper into the fantasy, become completely controlled by Helpy. She could have opened hidden doors and decommissioned this monster once and for all. Just as she was about to die, Roxy saved her. Roxy was back. She was rebooted. And Cassie could have gotten away. But I'm sorry to say, she was betrayed as she slammed the elevator door after she felt safe. Gregory made a choice. Was it him over the radio or was it the Mimic? No one is completely sure, but I wouldn't put it past Gregory. He always was violent, so desperate to destroy each and every one of these machines one by one. So he dropped her. He made the elevator fall to the depths, and Cassie, just like her dad, was gone. Or was she? At the very end, Roxy found her. Maybe she's still alive, maybe she died. Only time will tell. But that's the story of Ruin. A pretty good game attached to a real messy one. Next time, we will finish this story of Modern Fnaf. We will tell the story of Cassie's dad, and Help Wanted too. Anyway, I'm Maloney the Bard, and as always, thanks for listening. Bye. Oh, man. In case you didn't know, my spooky stream is still going. We only have 9 days left. So if you really want to jump in and show your support and watch me suffer for fun, now's the time. Come on by. There's going to be some changes around here soon. Anyway, if you like this video, here's a video about the previous villain of FNAF, William Afton. And here's a video YouTube thinks you would like. See you loners later. Bye.